before I get into the video on the alignment, I made a couple videos about laser alignment and how I don't really feel it is the proper method for this type of trike. I'm not against laser alignment when it comes to four-wheel vehicles or trikes that have wheels on the back. Laser alignment is a great thing. It is the proper tool to use in that application. For this type of trike, I don't see a benefit for laser alignment. In fact, what I see is probably things being misaligned because of laser alignment. You know, when a CanAm comes from the factory, it should not require alignment. You know, how many cars do you buy brand new, and the first thing you have to do is take them in and get the wheels aligned? It's unheard of. You know that BRP is going to align the front end and have it set up adequately right out of the box. The reason people take them in and get them laser aligned is because they get on the Spyder for the first time and it wanders a little bit, which they do, which they call dodgy. It just has to do with the quickness of the steering and not being used to it and having the death grip and all this stuff. And they take it in and get it laser aligned, which probably misaligns the front end, but they feel better about it. So now all of a sudden it drives better because they're more confident, they're more relaxed. That's what's really happening there. As I mentioned many times before, all you're adjusting is toe in. Toe in doesn't affect the ride to any degree. What it does is affect tire wear. That's the main purpose of toe, is to control tire wear. But anyway, I'll do a video on what I feel is the proper alignment technique for this type of trike. And again, you know, I'm not against laser alignment or technology. I'm all for it. I just don't feel it is a proper method for this type of machine or any vehicle that steers from the front end like this. So just to clarify, it's a little disclaimer, I guess. All right, I did a video a while back on laser alignment and how it didn't make any sense to me because they'd spend a lot of time trying to align the back wheel to the front wheels, which on this type of setup is not required, and it's just a complete, really waste of time because you really can't really align the front wheels to the back wheel because these turn and the back wheel doesn't. Now in a trike with wheels on the back, you have to get all three tires parallel. So the front wheel, because it rotates or turns from side to side, you have to get it completely straight, and then you have to get both back tires parallel to the front tire. Otherwise it will dog track. You can make a backwards trike dog track. It's pretty easy to visualize, even if it has a straight axle. If the axle's crooked, well, the steering is also going to be crooked and the bike's going to go down the road at an angle. So that's important that on that type of setup that you do align both back tires to the front wheel. On this, that's not really practical unless you're steering with the back wheel, which you're not. You're steering with the front wheels. So no matter what you do here, the back wheel is totally out of the picture. So that's one thing I didn't like about the whole laser alignment thing. It just seemed like they were applying the rules and the methods that you would use on a four-wheel vehicle and a back-wheel trike. When you go to the front-wheel trike, all that goes out the window. It's not a practical solution. I don't see really how a laser alignment system would work very well on this. So we're going to do this one the way I normally do them, which my opinion is the right way to do it. I have a strut here. You can't really see it, but I put a strut underneath the front of my lift here to make sure the lift is completely level. The frame here is level, so I adjusted the frame by changing the length of this anti-sway link here on this one side to make sure everything here now is perfectly level. And the reason I do that is only for camber. As far as caster goes or any of that, that's already preset. As far as toe goes, the bike does not have to be level to adjust toe. But you do have to have everything level in order to check camber and make sure camber is the same both sides. So I already got one of the fixtures on that side over there. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. And this pinches the outside of the rim. So here I can check my camber, and it's basically the same on each side. I'm going to real quick calibrate this one. I calibrated the other side, I didn't do this one yet. The only thing I checked it was off a half a degree. Make sure the plate's clean. And we'll let the bubbles settle here. And that is really close to the other side. So we're good on that. So that's good. I kind of eyeball the wheels. I kind of guess to see if I think they're right. It looks like it's towed out a bunch. So we'll find out. About an 1/8 inch to 3/16 positive. 69 3/4, 69 and a half. So it's not too bad. It's pulled out just a little bit. Let's see what that does. So we got 69 and 9/16. And here we got 69 and 7/16. That's pretty good right there. That's an 1/8 of an inch positive toe. We're going to leave it right there. So that's it. That's all that's needed to do an alignment. I don't know how you can get the front wheels aligned when you've got targets that are 20 feet apart. It should be, what you're actually doing is setting this width. You're setting just the tire. You can't, if you expand out, then you have to add more toe. Like if I was to go double this, then instead of 1/8 inch, I'd go 1/4 inch. And if you follow these lines from these brackets, you follow them far enough, they will eventually intersect. But that's really all let's do it. It's really that simple, and it takes that much time to do a proper alignment. And this is about as close as you can get. Like I said before, towing is basically a really educated, glorified guess. It is not written in stone. There's a lot of variables in here, which is tire pressure, tire type, tire width. That all makes a difference. But 1/8 inch to 3/16, you're going to get real good wear on the tires, and that's the main thing that tow does, is it sets the wear. It does not affect the handling to any degree unless it's off to extremes. By extremes, I mean it's got to be off about 1 inch. Then you'll notice handling difficulties, but if it's off 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch, you won't notice anything, but your tires will start to show it after about 3,000 or 4,000 miles. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to button this thing up. I'm going to snug up the lock nuts on the tie rods, and the only other thing I can do, and you notice I didn't really check the handlebars for straight, because it really can't be done on the lift like this. What I need to do is take the thing out on the road, and you drive straight, and then you stop and you look at your handlebars. And if you have some reference points, which they usually do on the fairing, you go by that. So you basically eyeball the handlebars straight. And if it needs to be adjusted, you might have to shorten like one tie rod. Give it shorten at one turn, you lengthen the other side one turn. If you do each tie rod equal, you don't have to realign it, because you're changing each wheel an equal amount. All you're doing is changing the steering head to get the steering head straight. And that's it. It's really that simple. So, takes all the complications out of it when you do it the easy, simple way, and you've got the right equipment to do the job properly. That is it. This guy is all set. I could actually take this guy for a test drive.